Hey everybody, I'm Chef Tom with atbbq.com, and this is whipped brie with cranberry chutney. If you're looking for a good appetizer or side dish to take to a holiday event, this is where it's at. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna take some brie, combine it with some cream cheese and whip it. Get some air in there so it's nice and fluffy and creamy. And then we're gonna top it off with a cranberry and hazelnut chutney. First thing we're gonna do is throw some bacon into the wood-fired oven inside the Yoder Smoker's YS640S pellet grill. This is running at 400 degrees. For the brie, we've got a double cream brie. I'm just gonna take the rind off because that's not gonna whip up very nice. We're set up with the anchor shroom today. Just make sure it's got a ton of power, and we're gonna have to whip this thing for about 10 minutes, so it's well worth using the heavy weight. Pinching off bits of the brie, and then we'll throw in our cream cheese and get it rolling. We're doing 1 pound of each one of these. The brie is chilled, the cream cheese is at room temperature, but the goal here is to get a fairly smooth consistency. Start slow and then add a little bit more speed. And then we'll just scrape down the sides and the center a little bit as it goes. We're only about 3 minutes in, but this is already looking beautiful. Again, that's just the power of the anchor shroom. So give it a scrape, let it keep going. I'm not really seeing any chunks yet, so we'll probably only go a few minutes more. Now we're gonna add a little bit of fresh thyme to this. Get it a bit herbaceous. We're really close to being done with this, man. It's looking beautiful. I can see the pockets of aeration as it whips around the sides. So just look at how light and fluffy that is. You can see the aeration in there. It's gonna be super creamy. We're gonna move this just inside because it's like 90 degrees out, just so it doesn't melt anymore, but we don't really wanna refrigerate it. All right, bacon is like rendered out. We got that steak cut bacon, so it takes a little bit longer, but about 10 minutes. We got nice color around the edges, so we're gonna have a little bit of crisp. This is gonna add some texture and some flavor. But you can see we've got all of this bacon fat rolling around on this pan now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna toast up some croissant points right back in the wood-fired oven with that bacon fat. Now this is about 5 minutes of toast. You can see you got a great crust on the bottom side. I'm not even gonna worry about the top side. We've chosen this croissant bread toast for the fattiness and the softness. I wanna keep some of that tenderness instead of just having a crisp. Next component, we're doing some pickled radish today. So these are just radishes that have been grated down on a box grater. I'm gonna pour some white wine vinegar over the top. I'm gonna hit it with some honey. This is our hot honey. And then we'll top it off with a little bit of water just to make sure it's covered. Now I'd recommend doing this a day ahead. So throw a lid on it, stick into the fridge, and let it basically just pickle. I've got some done ahead of time though, so you guys don't have to wait a day. Now for that cranberry chutney. We're gonna start off with maple syrup. We're using dried cranberries. And then we're gonna squeeze the juice of a couple of oranges in here. Really all we're trying to do here is rehydrate these just a little bit. I don't mind if they have some of that dried texture because it does add texture to the dish. It's not like we're trying to plump them back up. Now we've got orange, we've got maple, we've got cranberry, and then we're gonna combine this with some hazelnuts here in a minute. I wanna season this up. We're gonna add about 3 tablespoons of Meat Church's Texas sugar rub. This is gonna take like 5-10 minutes. Also can be done ahead. Now you see how most of that liquid is gone now. It's been absorbed or reduced because these cranberries have definitely plumped up a bit. We're gonna throw some orange zest in here. With the zest, we're essentially just capturing the essence of that orange flavor, and it's that bright orange part on the outside. We don't want any of that white. So we're just taking off the surface layer, and then we're gonna pop it right in here. That doesn't really need to cook down. It's going to use that residual heat to wake up all those oils in there. That's where we're gonna get that orange aroma. Last thing now, we've got some roasted hazelnuts, kind of broken down into bite-sized pieces to match those cranberries. So now we've got this fruitiness and a bit of nutty crunchiness, and this is gonna be our cranberry chutney. Last bit of garnish here, we're gonna do orange supreme. So what we wanna do is take this peel off, just one slice at a time, so we can get right into the flesh of that orange. With the peel removed, you can see where these segments are, with that little bit of pith that runs in between. What we're gonna do is cut the flesh out in between the pith. So what we're gonna do is take each segment, come in just inside of the pith, kind of angle your knife in, come in from the other side doing the same thing. And then what you get is this really pretty segment of orange without any of that pith. Now we're gonna do this on the crostini. I'm gonna pipe that cheese onto our toast. We're going the crispiest side up, just because it's gonna create more of a moisture barrier. Could you just spread this on with a spreader? Absolutely, but you know, I used to be a pastry chef, so I'm a sucker for a piping bag. Next, we'll add our pickled radish. So now we're getting just a little bit of tanginess in here and that spiciness of the radish. And by spicy, I don't mean hot. I mean, it's just got some kick to it. Now for the bacon. So we're getting smokiness, we're getting some extra texture, getting some fattiness. Not like this cheese isn't fatty already. All about balance of flavors and textures. Now speaking of texture, the hazelnuts with the plumped up dried cranberries, this is like sticky. So it's gonna be sweet too. I don't really have any sweetness in here yet. The sweetness will not be concerned with me. Shout out Jimmy Eat World. All right, now one last finishing touch. Speaking of sweetness, I'm gonna go right here with those orange supremes. Imagine all of these different flavors intermingling. We've got this creamy, slightly funky cheese mix. You get the acidity of the pickled radishes, the smokiness of the bacon, the fruitiness and nuttiness from the chutney, and then a nice bite of sweet orange on top. There's a couple ways you can serve this as the crostini itself, or if you're doing a big party, you can just put it all in a bowl and decorate it all pretty and serve some toast on the side. Now, much credit to Chef Erin, because I gave her this idea to run with. She did the R&D, and this is what she came up with. I just gave her an idea. So that's why she's here to taste it with me. She's gonna taste my presentation, and I'm gonna taste hers.
Oh, I'm gonna make a mess.
All right, let's cheers them.
Oh, we go cheers.
Yep.
Cheers.
How's mine?
The bacon's really good.
Yours isn't. I'm just kidding. No, it's a really cool combination of flavors. The crunch is really good. This croissant toast is like perfect because it's soft, but we've got that crisp, especially on the one side. Orange supremes. What a great way to finish this off.
Fancy.
I don't think I've ever really considered putting orange and bacon together.
So good.
But when you hit that with the bacon, the orange, the creaminess, and then that chutney, hazelnuts, maple, cranberry, all of that stuff goes together and it's perfect for this season. This is the holiday party snack that you need to be making. Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to check out atbbq.com for all the products featured in today's video. If you enjoyed the recipe, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below, and let's be good to one another. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to atbbq.com/thesauce. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.